Hello everyone, this is Anneli from Minecraft Books, and I have a new mini album I'd like to show you. And for this one I used a paper collection from Maja Design called Vintage Spring Basics, and I also used the Summer Basics, and I used both the 6x6 paper pads. I also have one sheet of butterflies from the same collection that I used. I only used it to cut out all the butterflies. There are loads of butterflies in this album, but I wanted to make an album that's very sweet and pretty and has lots of pink, white and gold. And I also used a sheet from Bo Bunny, where I also cut out all the butterflies. And finally I used a tag sheet with flowers and butterflies from Reprint. And this album measures 5" by 6 3/4. And I can start by showing you the front. These two tags are from another sheet, and I don't remember where I got them because I had them for a while, but I used one 12 by 12 tag sheet with these for this album. And this leaf die comes from Maja Design. I just got these and they are so fun to use. It's this one down here for this album. This bread I bought from Panduro, and I also have some charms, a key, and these needles comes from Inkido. This border punch comes from Martha Stewart. These mini roses here I made from leftovers from the paper line. On these paper flowers I put some Inca Gold, the silver color, to make them look a bit old and torn. So here's what it looks like. And then I can show you the side. I have lots of satin ribbons here as well, and this is the same ribbon. I just put some thread through it and drew it together so that I wanted to have it a bit looking like that. I also have some charms. There's a wing and a crown and some keys and a flower. And the side of this one is 3.5. And the back side for this album I quite simple. I just fussy cut a large butterfly. And the closing for this album is I used a paper clip, and you just open it like that. For this album I should say that I used a tutorial for the basic cardstock basic for this album. I started making this album about 3 years ago. It's been sitting in my desk drawer since that time, and I finally finished it. So I will put a link to that tutorial at the bottom of the page. And then we can start to look at the inside. Here on the front cover I made a pocket from stripes from the paper, and it just holds lots of tag. I thought it would be difficult to have a pocket that and it would get stuck in this, but it doesn't, so that was a nice surprise. And you can put lots of memories in this one if you want to, or keep it like that. I also put some satin ribbons along on this inside. Then we come to the first page, and it's mostly yellow. Have some tags, and here it says memories in Swedish. And this one opens up this way. There are lots of tags in this album. You probably have to remove some of them if you want to put lots of photos in, but that's okay. Here I fussy cut another butterfly. Here I wanted both this flower here and here, so I had to cut this paper in half, but you can see a line, but if you put a nice photo here, I don't think it will make any difference. It still looks nice. Then this one opens up this way. Another pocket and tag. And then here is this top one. And it opens up that way. And I use lots of vintage photos in my albums. I really love them. This sheet is from Maja Design. And just some more. Like that. Here I fussy cut another butterfly. And then this page opens up this way. Here I made a star and made a pocket of it. And another cute photo. Put this behind so you can see the nice photo. And then here on the top I fussy cut another butterfly and two. I really like this paper because it really says spring and Easter and April with the birds and the special flowers that you have around Easter time. Oh, I forgot to say the binding for this album is a new one that I haven't made before, and it's just a cardstock that you fold and it holds it together like that, and it's nice. It's fun to try something new. Since it was such a long time since I made this album, I added some pages, and so if you want to follow the tutorial, it's not exactly the way it was, but the tutorial, it's still most of it is correct from the tutorial. Here I have a pink page and some more tags. This boy and girl is so cute. This is the page that I added. This one, the second page, and it opens up this way, and then that way. some more tags. This one page goes in pink and brown. Here I cut some more butterflies from the Bow Bunny paper. And these two. This vintage paper photos work so well in this album because they are so soft in colors. That's why they work so well with this one. I think this album would be nice to have to give to a small child, maybe their first 5 years or something. Could be nice. Here I made a pocket from another photo. Take this another page. Here I left it for another large photo. And some more pink tags. Here you can see I've fussy cut all butterflies on almost every tag. And also here you can open these up a bit. Then we come to this page, and it is a mirror page, so it's the same on both sides. And this behind here is a pocket. Let's see, here it's a large tag. What I really like about this paper collection is that it follows really spring colors. It goes from yellow to pink to purple, blue, green, and brown. So I kept all these colors. It represents spring so nicely. And this page, see, opens up this way. And here I made a pocket for this tag. And it opens up this way. And here comes purple color. It says a calendar sheet with April. I really love this big butterfly. I made a pocket from it so you can place something and put a larger photo behind here. And then this page opens up the same way as the other one. It has a tag behind here, and it opens up this way. It's another pink page. So and I'm very pleased with this one. It's also a nice girl. She's holding pink flowers. I had so much fun creating this album. It was so fun to make something so sweet. And another tag. I was so lucky to find this tag sheet with butterflies. It was perfect for this album. Now we take another side. Then this one moves into more blue and brown. and each page has about 3 tags, which is a lot, but they're so nice, and you can place photos on them, and you can write on the back side. This is one of my favorite papers. It's so pretty with white and pink flowers. It says memories again in Swedish. And then this page opens up down. And 3 more. What I did with this album is that since I only had 6x6 paper to use to work with, I made sure that all the bigger pieces had their paper first, and then I made all these little tags with the leftovers. These paper pads are quite thick, so it has 60 sheets, so it was perfect for this album. And here I made a little window where you can also place a photo that looking through the or out through the window if you like to. And some more butterflies you can open up a little. And then this opens this way. And another vintage girl, one of my favorites. And the tag. And I made this butterfly as a stopper so that it wouldn't fall out. Close this and show the next side. I was a bit torn if I should use this dark brown paper, since I only wanted to use soft colors, but I used it, and I hide it a bit behind here. You can use it if you want to. And here I made a pocket from a banner from the page. And this one also opens down. And 3 more. And then you can move it so you can see this one. Here I really like these butterflies because they're white and they just look so nice together. Here I have an arrow that I attached with a pink, a yellow flower that glitters. I don't know if you can see it, it's small. And it's a stopper for this page that opens this way. And a pocket with 2 more. And it's all in blue. And then take another page. This one moves into green and brown. And here we have a girl vintage photo in green and pink. And this also green. Doesn't show very well, but it's, oh, it is green. And this opens up this way. Another pocket, small. And then this one up here, I fussy cut the dragonflies sitting here. And that, more pink butterfly. I put a lot of half pearls in this album, which at the time seemed very good, a good idea, but it made the album extremely thick, so I regret a little that I put them on. But I can't remove them because it will tore up the page, but that's the only thing I shouldn't have. It opens up this way, and it turns into a bit blue and turquoise and brown. And another time. And here we have in green and brown. One more girl. And it opens this way. And now we're back into purple and blue. Here we have 3. Mother and daughter, maybe. Like that. And that was the last page. Here I made a pocket from this beautiful roses, so you can place maybe something you like to remember behind there. And then the cover I made the same as in the beginning, with another pocket for these tags. And some more white needles from Inkido. Those 3. So this is my album, and I hope you enjoy watching. Let's see so we can close it. Like you can see, it's very thick, and you probably have to remove some tags, but it depends what you want to put in this album. Let's see if I can close it. So I hope you enjoy watching this, and maybe you can use it for inspiration in your own crafts. So have fun creating, and take care. Bye bye.